Welcome to Kleschka Picks. It's time for the playoffs. Also guys, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you my final prediction scores from week 1 to week 17. How many I got right and how many I got wrong. Not exactly right, but like how many I predicted to win correctly and how many I got wrong. I will tell all of you the final score of what I got. Just stick around to the end of the video. Alright, let's get started with the wild card. First game, Detroit and Seattle. Detroit lost to Green Bay, which put them in this situation against Seattle, and Seattle beat the 49ers to end the season. In this game, I think Seattle is going to win. Seattle's the home team. That's a big reason why. If they were in Detroit, it might be a different story. But I think Seattle's going to win 24-21, and they're moving on. The Raiders and the Texans. These teams both have quarterback troubles. Connor Cook will be starting for the Raiders. Everything just went crazy the last couple weeks for the Raiders. Derek Carr got injured, which forced Matt McGloin to come in, who everyone thought was going to start. Then Matt McGloin got injured, and now this rookie, who has never even started a game in his NFL career, is starting the wild card game for the Raiders. That is a lot of pressure. That's crazy. And Houston is starting Brock Osweiler. It will not be Tom Savage. Brock Osweiler has experience, but he hasn't been doing that good for the Texans. He did not have a good year for them. But I think he'll be able to beat the Raiders, and Connor Cook starting at quarterback. The Raiders just had such a good season. It's super sad to see them go out like this because of all the injuries. But I think the Texans are going to win because they have an experienced quarterback. And yeah, I think they're going to win 17-13. Pittsburgh and Miami. Earlier in the season, Pittsburgh lost to Miami, but that was just an odd game for the Steelers. They were off. They are definitely a way better team than that. I am unsure of who is starting for Miami. I've tried to look for it, and I cannot find who's starting. But Matt Moore will do a pretty good job, and Ryan Tannehill can do a pretty good job. But still, I think the Steelers are going to win in the end. I think they have the way better team. I think Steelers are going to surprise a lot of people in the playoffs, and I think they're going to win 20-20. The Packers and the Giants is going to be a good game. The Packers won the division, and the Giants were right behind the Cowboys, but the Cowboys just had a really good season. So I think Green Bay is going to win this game. Aaron Rodgers is hot. He is on fire of late. He's almost impossible to stop right now. He has thrown like no interceptions and like 18 touchdowns in his past whatever games. But I think this is going to be kind of low scoring. I think the offense for Green Bay is going to help them get the win. I think the Packers are moving on, winning 21-14. All right, with Seattle winning, they will play Atlanta. These teams played earlier in the season. Seattle beat Atlanta, and I think that's going to happen again. When it comes to playoffs, Seattle just has something about them. They play better. They are the team they should be. And even though Matt Ryan is having an MVP season and Atlanta is doing great this year, I think Seattle is going to step up. I think their defense is going to be kind of shaky because Matt Ryan and the Falcons are a really good offense. But I still think Seattle is going to get the win. I think they're going to win 31-27. The Packers and the Cowboys, these teams played last year in the playoffs, and I am predicting that they will meet up once again. Dallas is being led by Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott, 2 rookies. How will they do in the playoffs? We don't know. We're going to have to find out. But I think they're going to be able to keep stride. I think they're going to beat Green Bay. I think Dallas is going to surprise a lot of people. I think Dak and Zeke are both they're not going to fall under any pressure. I think they're just going to play the football they know, and that's going to help them win. And they got Dez, a veteran, Jason Witten, and I think the Cowboys are going to win 28-24. Moving on to the AFC side of the playoffs, it's the Steelers and the Chiefs. Like I said, I think the Steelers have a really good team. I think their offense is going to carry them through the playoffs. The Chiefs can struggle on offense, but Tyreek Hill has been a game changer for that offense. I think he's going to play a huge part in this game. However, I think Pittsburgh is going to get the win. I just like the Steelers in the playoffs. The Chiefs can struggle from time to time. So can the Steelers, but I don't think in playoffs they will. I think the final score is going to be Pittsburgh 24, Kansas City 20. Houston and New England. Okay, this is easy. This is New England for me. Houston, I say only got in here because they had that easy matchup against the Raiders. Houston, I say only got in here because they had that matchup against the Raiders and the damaged QBs they have over there. And I think New England's going to sail past the Texans. I think it's going to be New England 38, Houston 10. All right, in the two matchups right before the Super Bowl, Dallas and Seattle. And this is where I think my team is not going to continue. Dallas has just been great all season. They beat almost any team that goes out there. They lost to the Eagles because they didn't start their main guys, is what I think. And they can definitely get past the Seahawks, I think. Our defense has been not the same as it was the last few years, and the Cowboys just have a really good team. Seattle struggles sometimes on offense, but I think it'll be back and forth. I think it'll be close. But in the end, I think the Cowboys are going to win 24-20 and move on to the Super Bowl. And now, who do I think will be playing them in the Super Bowl? It is the Steelers and the Patriots that I have predicted. And one of them's got to go and play the Cowboys, according to me. I think the Steelers are going to be that team that meets the Cowboys in the Super Bowl. A lot of you are like, what? No, it's got to be the Patriots. They rule the AFC, of course. But no, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to come in there, and I think they're going to beat them. Like I said, both these teams have really good offenses. But I think Pittsburgh is going to step up. I think they're going to be a playoff team. They're going to get down to business, and they're going to take care of the Patriots. I feel like they're going to find a way to pressure Brady, and I feel like Steelers are just going to be the team that moves on. So I think Pittsburgh is going to win 27-24. All right, now the teams that I think will be meeting in Houston, the Cowboys and the Steelers. This is the Super Bowl that I have predicted. I think it'll be a really good game if it comes down to this. The Cowboys will be led by rookies. If they got them this far, I think they'll perform just fine in the Super Bowl. And Pittsburgh, they have been used to this. They've done this before. It's rookies versus veterans. Ben's been there. He's done this. He's won Super Bowls. And these are two guys, Zeke and Dak, who have never done this before. This will be their first, but I think it's going to be the first one they've been in and the first one they win. I think the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl. I think they are just, with that line and Ezekiel Elliott, that is amazing. That does great things for them, and that allows Dak to be great. And I think that'll provide a good offense for them. And then Pittsburgh, same thing, but I don't think they'll be able to provide as good as an offense as Dallas will in this game. That's what it is. I think it's going to be Cowboys and Steelers, and I think the Cowboys are going to win 30-24 and win the Super Bowl. All right, guys, it's time. My final score for how many I got correct from week 1 to week 17 and how many I got wrong was 166 correct and 90 wrong. To me, that's pretty good. That's 76 above, so I think that's very good. I'm happy with that, and I think I had a very good season of predicting. Thank you all for watching. This has been my first season of NFL predictions, is ending right now. But like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.